Hey everyone, Adam here with another RimWorld guide to defense. Oftentimes while I'm streaming, people come in and ask how I deal with drop pod raiders. So I decided to make a quick RimWorld guide that goes over some simple tactics that will turn center drop raids into one of the easiest threats you'll have to deal with. So what is a center drop raid? A center drop raid is a type of Outlander, Pirate, or Empire raid in which raiders arrive right on top of your colonists, oftentimes through the roof. You'll know this is happening in two ways. First, the in-game alert message will say the raid is dropping right on top of you. Second, you will see a shadow of the arriving pods. I'll go over information on when and why center drop raids happen later on in the FAQ section, but for now, let's get straight into how to easily dispatch them. First up is the turret trick. When center drop raiders exit their drop pods, they will begin looking for targets to fight or things to destroy. However, these raiders have coding which prioritizes certain targets over others, namely pathable, powered turrets. In fact, drop pod raiders will travel great distances, ignoring your colonists and valuables in order to get to these turrets. So knowing this, we can just make sure that when a drop pod raid spawns, we simply have a path to a powered turret, making sure the doors on the way are held open. You can then set up an area near the turret for your pawns to run to and kill the distracted raiders. Depending on your difficulty and raid size, you may just need to group up nearby. Enemies will begin to attack your pawns though once the turret is destroyed or if they receive damage from your pawns. For this reason, having some cover near the turret can be a good idea. There is one additional trick you can use to make center drop raids even easier, and that's the beacon trick. Basically, center drop raids have a 60% chance to drop on top of a pawn, and a 40% chance to drop on top of a powered, unroofed trade beacon. Because of this, you can hedge your bets a bit and simply place a beacon outside your walls. Surround the beacon with walls or doors so fires won't destroy it, and be sure to set the area as Remove Roof Area in the Zones menu. Now, almost half your center drops won't be quite so centralized. Now for a few rapid-fire FAQs. Does this work for mech center drops? Well, good news, mech center drops were removed from the game in 1.4. This trick did work on them before their removal though, so probably will again if they are ever re-added to the game. So I have to keep my room doors held open all the time, even in a cold map? Well, doing so does make this much easier, but you can simply pause the game when the drop is occurring, set a door to hold open, and run your colonists out that way. As long as the turret is pathable, when the pods themselves open, you'll be fine. Can center drops happen in a mountain? No, center drops will not target a pawn that is under overhead mountain. Does anything make center drop raids more likely to happen? No, the game doesn't choose events in that sort of way. Center drop raids can begin happening once you pass 300 raid points, though they're still pretty rare at that stage. For reference, if you are playing on 100% difficulty, which the game calls Strive to Survive, that's at about 50,000 wealth and 5 colonists. And the turret has to be powered? Yes, it does. And the beacon has to be powered? Also yes. But what if I get a center drop before I have a turret or beacon? When this happens, grab all of your colonists and flee the initial drop area. If the raiders are divided between rooms, then try to pick them off in smaller groups. Remember to utilize cover if you can, including the walls beside the retreat doors. If things get extremely bad, then you may have to let them burn themselves out or destroy some stuff. Stuff is generally much easier to replace than colonists. And I think that does it. Just remember to get to turret research and slap one down somewhere outside your rooms, but within your outer walls. As long as it's powered and there's an open, pathable route to it, center drop raiders will just head that way, allowing you to more easily pick them off without damaging your base. Utilizing this in conjunction with a trade beacon will make drop pod raiders one of the easier raids you can face. If you enjoyed this RimWorld guide to drop pod raider defense or it helped you at all, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, leaving a comment down below, and sharing it with others. If you'd like to reference a written version of this guide, be sure to head over to my website, adamversuseverything.com/guides. And as always, thank you for watching.